one of the reasons why a lot of women are mad with Kevin is because when it came down to arguing, he made you answer the question. As soon as you tried to sidestep it, no. I asked you a yes or no question.
Correct.
Now you can answer it or you can get off the phone. It's one of the two. But if the next words out your mouth don't answer the question, I'm gonna click you off. And we're gonna move on. And he had to do it quite a few times. But when the women actually sat down and answered the question, you can see. You're right. A lot of these women out here looking for these guys that make 6 figures a year, and guess what? The average black man in America only makes $42,000 a year.
What average black man only making $42,000 a year?
What's that?
What?
No, you don't. You lying. You got swans in the backyard.
Right?
He's got his pond, his ducks, and his
but those
doves.
swans, I gotta keep those swans. They request stuff of me. They got gold chains and shit. They want sneakers. They want me. They walk around.
You want some Yeezys?
And shit. Yeah, they high end ducks. They bougie ass ducks out there. You gotta keep that going.
You have to live a lifestyle.
You making $42,000 with your kid and play here. Nobody listen to you.
I said average.
Average.
No, the country average is 50,
I'm making more than that.
I believe.
That may be the country average.
I don't subscribe to that.
Well, look, let's just say it's 52. Okay?
That's still low.
There's no way in the world.
I'm gonna say 60, bro. I'm gonna say 60.
No,
man.
I would
Can we
say
at least go 75?
Listen, you could go 62 or 72.
while we're here,
the
Marsha, can I get a raise?
The chances that you get
Wow, that's all,
when
folks.
the narrative gets set up, the amount of men out there that can pick up a $400,000 mortgage plus 2 cars outside and let her sit home and not work is slim to none. And Slim has just about left the building. Can you see in between my fingers?
I'm still here. Slim hasn't left the building. I'm here.
Okay.
There is no way you can. Now, I agree that on a $52,000 a year, you cannot get a $300,000 home and 2 cars and have your wife sit at home.
But there's some women setting this up on a daily basis and they're mad when it doesn't work.
Mean? They're setting what up?
They're trying to set up this narrative. They get the house, they get married, they get the house together. Then she starts having children. She decides she wants to sit home, and meanwhile he's got to keep all this going off of half the income. And all of a sudden everybody's math is bad. Why doesn't this work? Oh, well, you need to make more money. Well, I could be away more, but don't be mad when I'm gone. When I'm picking up your slack. Well, what do you mean picking up my slack? Now we start a whole nother fight. This is a day in, day out, week in, week out thing. And this was all the time on Kevin Samuels' channel.
Okay, so let's be realistic with this. No one's living off of $52K and having a $300,000 house and 2 cars. Now, if you get married, you can start. You may start off that way. And in my opinion, maybe I'm not in touch with reality, but in my opinion, if you and Danita are getting married, I'm just making up names.
Dude, don't you know a person named Danita?
I'm about
anyway?
to say, did you know something?
Yeah.
Did you know something I knew, Marsha?
We know somebody named Danita. That was a weird name you brought up. Wow.
I was like, wait a minute, you know who Chris is? You know who GPS is fucking with?
Yeah. I was like, damn.
He called me the other day and we had a conversation.
But we got to talk about that later too. So.
Oh my God.
But that's different.
You start with that. And then you guys are like, okay, you get married, you have a home, and she probably had a car before, she had a car, you had a car, and now you're together, and she gets pregnant. You guys have to have that conversation of, okay, what are we going to do now? Because obviously she'll be on short-term disability, or do you want her to stay home and take care of the kids? And that's how we get the 2-person household. Two people working in a household, 2-income household, so that you can afford the house and the thing. I just feel like we want traditional values, but we don't have traditional mindset. Because when you, back in the day, when the wife was home, you had 1 car, the wife took care of the kids, you came home, she balanced the budget so that you can eat chicken every night, and you got the big piece of chicken. But then that brings up a whole new thing, because if I'm making the money, and should I get the big piece of chicken?
Yes, you should. See?
My chicken.
Your chicken's in France. So, chicken cordon bleu, how about that, okay? So...
My baby a steak. What you talking about?
But this is really a point, like I said, we talked about this. We say red pill, blue pill, and it's not about really knocking either side. It's just that there literally is a psychology to just being in relationships, just being in anything. Because if you are, and as Coach EO would say, if you are a simp, then you just become a welcome mat. Everything just gets walked on top of you. You know, it's okay. You know, everything's cool. No worries. You know, all that kind of stuff. And we have all fell under, maybe Marsha's not going to agree, but we've all fallen under the simp mode one time, a couple times in our lives.
I have.
Oh, wow.
That's
You actually admit to that. Wow.
Why wouldn't I?
Breaking news. Wow. You actually admitted to something like that. You usually say, oh, I'm the dominant. I'm the dominatrix here. Oh,
I am a dominant person, but I mean, I am who I am.
Mm-hmm.
I love people, and sometimes you become the submissive one in a relationship. It's give and take. Period. Now, there's only so much that's going to go on, because if you're acting crazy, then at some point my Leo comes out and we fight.
You're shanking somebody. I knew it. Say Philly doesn't leave
Philly.
you. There you go. But either way, it's all about knowing who you are and your self-worth. So you don't want to have to be always the yes man, the yes dear, and everything like that. Sometimes you really just got to stand up for yourself and have that self-respect for you. Because if you don't, people are going to see that. That will just kind of, your energy of not respecting yourself is going to ooze out, and that's how people take advantage of you. That's how people will capitalize on your weakness. So all you're trying to do is fortify yourself and give yourself that inner strength that you deserve. So, you know, that's why when, you know, if you're going out with somebody, you know, don't just say, oh, okay, well, I want to take you here. No, like, look, I don't know who you are. You got to get to where my level is, my confidence level. I want to see how you act. I want to see how you are. Follow a couple instructions here, something small, but just this kind of see how your personality might be. And let's just say we'll go here, have a couple drinks, chat, conversate, see where your head's at. From there, we'll see if there's a second date or not. That's just how you should be learning. But some people are just thinking, as we would say, they're with the wrong head. And they're like, damn, you know, I can smash if I do this right now. So you're getting too desperate. You're fiending. You're fiending. When you have to have that self-respect. You know, yes, it is a beautiful thing, the whole act and everything like that. But you can't be just like simping like every week, like, oh damn, you see one person, wow, see this next person, wow. You know, you just calm down, pause, chill, have that self-respect, worry about you first, and how you are as a dominant person, as a confident person, is going to show to the rest of the people that you conversate with, that you experience your time with, and it will just flow naturally.
There's no word called conversate. It's converse.
Talk. Okay.
No, I appreciate what you're saying, and Peter, and I totally agree. It's a whole vibe.
Yes, it is.
But I think it depends at the stages of your life when you're having these conversations. When I was 20, maybe I was a little hoochiest, but when you're young, you're just looking for the kill. When you're getting to our age, you're trying to see who you vibe with and who can be in there for long term.